Warning, the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. Think Different TV, live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hosted by me, your girl Lashia. Join me as I discuss social topics, spotlight independent artists, and share financial tips. Join the conversation. I want to hear what you have to say. Think Different TV, where minds meet. You're the reason I wake up, the reason I smile.
But the secret is you got to coordinate. Most people don't coordinate. So you got to coordinate.
Uh-oh, which one of these competitors will be victorious on this episode of Think Different TV's Player Pass? Find out by tuning in Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Think Different TV YouTube channel. Say hello to America's new favorite game show, Think Different TV's Play or Pass. Get ready to experience trivia like never before. It's not just about what you know, it's about how you play the game. Join our charismatic host Bubbles every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the most exhilarating trivia battles on television. As we wrap up our incredible first season, we're gearing up for an even more exciting season 2 in 2025. We're looking for sharp minds and strategic thinkers to join us for one-on-one duels, thrilling team battles, and high-energy tournaments for high school and college students. Think you've got what it takes to outsmart the competition? Prove it! Become a contestant by calling 267-225-1824 or emailing lashiastar2@gmail.com.
Go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. I go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business.
Hey, you're watching my mommy on Think Different TV.
Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Think Different TV, where minds meet. I'm your host, Lashia. How was y'all weekend? How are y'all enjoying yourselves this week? It's been pretty nice weather. I feel like we are somewhat getting towards our summertime. Uh, Even though it was raining a lot, but I mean, if we have this pattern of really hot weather and then water to kind of cool it down, I don't mind it too much. But yeah, I hope y'all had a wonderful weekend. I hope y'all are enjoying yourselves. And what happened this past weekend? Nothing too crazy. I ended up seeing Arnez J, a comedian who's been on Comic View, has had stand-ups. He was hilarious, okay? Last week I saw Adele Givens. I'm telling you, the old school comics got it because they are storytellers. They know how to draw in a crowd, and I just think they're just on it, you know? And they know how to change with the times. As things happen, they change with the times. They're not gimmicky. So very refreshing. Love their set. Um, yeah. So what do I want to say? Oh, I hope y'all are doing great. I know I already said that, but I'm a little loopy right now because I have a killer headache. So I'm just gonna do the announcements and then get out of y'all hair, and then we're gonna jump into the hot topic. And we even have a new segment today, right after the music video of the week. Well, right before after the hot topic, before maybe we should do it at the top of the show. Let's do it at the top of the show. We got a pretty y'all let me know. It's a what the helly segment that has been created by Trevo, and he, the other day, I mean not the other day, but last week, I showed y'all a picture of a woman with her kids, and she had her little badunkadunk all out and stuff like that. And y'all had a lot of things to say about that photo. So he said, you know what, let's kind of add that to the fray. Let's add it to what we got going on. So I hope y'all like the segment. We're gonna keep it moving. Think Different TV is not just a show, it's a network, it's a brand. And on said network, we have several shows. And here it goes. Okay. In my opinion, with Think Different TV's Lashia every Sunday, 5:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on It's Yours Radio, a radio show hosted by my bros Donnie O and Beck on Live 97.5 FM in Salisbury, Maryland. However, if you're not in Salisbury, Maryland, and you want to listen to the show, you can always go to www.live975.com, where you can listen to it fresh off the presses. Now, listen, the radio show It's Yours Radio is from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. In my opinion, is right smack dab in the middle. And this week we talked about Monique's son issuing an apology publicly, and also the tragic passing of Nico McKnight, Brian McKnight's second child, and how it's kind of messed up that he didn't want to make amends with his son before his son passed. So y'all want to hear it? Y'all missed it live? No worries. The replays are on my YouTube channel under the playlist, In My Opinion with Think Different TV's Lashia. So go and listen to that, Jack. All right. Every Monday night, we have Think Different TV. 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here on the Think Different TV YouTube channel, Facebook, and Instagram. And just a shout out to my Instagram folks. Listen, guys, I appreciate you. Just know that at the hour, this will cut off. So if you want to, just mosey on over to YouTube. Also, if you're commenting and you want to be seen and heard, make sure you come over to YouTube, because I cannot see the comments that are on Instagram. All right. Appreciate you guys. I love you. And also Facebook, y'all good. I can see y'all comments and everything. And I appreciate all the support that I've been getting so far. We are now at 2019 subscribers. Tell a friend to tell a friend. We want to get them subscribers up. I appreciate people who have been on the journey with me thus far. We got to get some more people on the trip with us. We want to make it a party, okay? A party, all right? So I'm hoping to get to 3,000 subscribers by the end of June, mid-July, all right? So that way we setting it off, making it hotter than July up in that bitch. All right. So yeah, just make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you know someone that might be into the stuff that I talk about, hey, you know, send a line to them. Send them my page. Tell them, hey, you might want to subscribe. I also have a talk show and game show. Think Different TV's Player Pass. It's every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Think Different TV YouTube channel, Facebook, and Instagram. This week, we have Reg going up against Joey DeVille. All right, who will be victorious at 9 p.m. Eastern, well, 9:30 because it ends at 9:30. Who will be victorious by the end of the game tomorrow? We don't know. Tune in to find out, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Think Different TV YouTube channel, Facebook, and Instagram. I appreciate you guys. And then one more, we got Kink Different TV, which is every Wednesday night at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's on Patreon only. Patreon only is a little too risky, you know. And last week we talked about, is sex? No, is kissing overrated? Kissing during sex overrated? That's what we talked about. Now, and if my parents are tuning in right now, close your ears. So tomorrow, Tuesday. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me get my thoughts together. Blah, 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 blah. Wednesday, we're gonna have a crazier topic, and it will be posted on my Instagram. If you want to subscribe to my Patreon so you can see that episode, be my guest. It's at www.patreon.com/TDTV. Let me say that again. www.patreon.com/TDTV. All right. Now, shout out to my sponsor, Euphoria Water. Euphoria Water is the cleanest, healthiest water in Philly, alkaline, with minerals, no chemicals, no additives. It is good and good for you. If you're going to hydrate the right way. Get your Euphoria Water today. You can find Euphoria Water on IG at Euphoria Water. That's UPHORIAWATER. And if you live in the Philadelphia area and want Euphoria Water delivered to your home, contact Captain at 267-707-8279. So guys, let's get into it. We're going to get into this hot topic. And after the hot topic, we have the amazing Meg with the TDTV music video of the week, Element Blue. All right. So stay tuned. After the hot topic, actually, we do a double play. So I'm going to play the video for you guys. Let that digest for you guys. Y'all can get your comments out and everything there. And don't be afraid to comment. You know, don't be afraid to lend your voice to the conversation. That's why we here. Think Different TV is where minds meet. Yeah, you also can speak a little bit, you know, share your thoughts. And then what I'll do is I will read your thoughts on the screen, and we'll find out if we can, you know, come to some type of medium. Usually that's if it was a debate, but this particular situation, this June, I can't believe we're already in June. Every topic I'm doing this month is going to be related to fathers, because last month was May and I did a topic related to mothers. This whole month is about fathers. All right, so I hope y'all following. That's why it's called FABLE Series. All right, I had to find a word. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna, but yeah, just rock out with me on this one, okay? But yeah, we got a crazy hot topic, and we have the TDTV music video of the week playing after I play this video. And then we'll come back to it, discuss it. Then we'll go back into the TDTV music video of the week, and then we'll do our What the Helly segment, and then close out the show. All right, is that good with y'all? I hope it is, because I'm trying my best to just flow with punches. All right, here we go. Here is our hot topic coming right at you.
I'm coming in hot.
How about no?
Accused of sex crimes against children. That's part of the new information News 3 is uncovering about the man police say shot 4 people inside an apartment in the Northwest Valley.
Yeah, Metro Police saying that the gunman shot a woman and 3 children before turning that gun on himself. The woman and the man and 2 children all died. 1 child remains in the hospital. Kristen Drummond is live in studio after researching the gunman's past today, which includes a court record.
That's right, Latoya and Jim. The accused gunman is 42-year-old Marvin Ray Patterson. That's according to a family member of the victims and a law enforcement source. I'm also learning the identities of the woman and children. A GoFundMe identified the woman as Nara, a mother of 3 who just celebrated her birthday on December 11th. The GoFundMe also identified the children. We are not sharing their names, but their ages are 14, 11, and 6 years old. And the 11-year-old boy is the one who is in the hospital tonight. A search of the Clark County marriage license website shows Nara and Patterson were married in 2019. A law enforcement source telling me they shared one child, the 6-year-old. The other 2 are not related to Patterson, according to a law enforcement source. But Patterson was accused of sex crimes against children. Las Vegas Justice Court records show he was arrested last October and he faced 9 felony charges. And that includes 5 counts of lewdness with a child under 14, 2 counts of sexual assault with a minor under 16 years of age, 1 count of lewdness with a child under the age of 16, and 1 count of kidnapping of a minor. Now, documents show the crimes happened between 2014 to 2022. A judge first granted bail of $100,000 with high-level electronic monitoring. Patterson was also ordered to surrender his passport and stay away from children under 18. His bail, as I mentioned, was initially set at $100,000, but was reduced 2 months later to $10,000 after a bail hearing. Now, Patterson later posted that, and his case was moved to the Clark County District Court earlier this year, and a jury trial was scheduled for April of 2024. And tonight, lots of questions remain from why Patterson's bail was reduced. Also, why were Nara and the children in that apartment despite the conditions of Patterson's house arrest? I'm looking into that and seeking answers, and we'll have more on that later this week. In studio, I'm Kristen Drummond, News 3.
Man, imagine getting that phone call that your son was shot in the head while he was asleep by his stepdad. And it's fucked up because, you know, he wasn't even supposed to be around his stepdad. Stepdad was touching on the kids. Mommy took the kids and herself back around him. And guess what happened? He unalived the whole house. Ain't that some shit? Yep. December 11th, 2023, that happened to me. Five days after me and my son's birthday, we share the same birthday. Ain't that some shit? The baby boy was 11 for 5 days and was shot in the back of the head. His whole life snatched from him. I'll never be okay, man.
All right, y'all. So I'm gonna give this a little, some chance to breathe a little bit. I want to know y'all comments, y'all thoughts on the situation. Very tragic. Um, you know, I think the reason why I'm so gravitated towards this topic is because or this story rather is because I remember putting up a post asking if anyone would date someone with children if they do not have children of their own. And a lot of guys was like, yeah, and I've seen with my own eyes guys and women dating people with children when they do not have any children. And sometimes I feel like it could work out, but sometimes I feel like it's a recipe for disaster because if that person is not emotionally stable and they got some stuff going on with them, then it can affect your children. Now, this is a very extreme case, but things like the stepdad disciplining them or or the stepmom disciplining the child with the one parent's permission. And I just think that's too far. I had a episode on that, I believe either in the first or second season, one of those, because I really wanted to know, like, do you think it's okay for your children to be disciplined by their step parent? And do step parents feel comfortable with disciplining children that aren't biologically theirs? This story has so many layers, and I was just like blown away by the, God rest her soul, but the naivete, I don't know if that's the word, but the naiveness. I'm making up a word. I know that's not the word, but just the disregard that she had for her children, knowing that this man had a sketchy past. And then not only does she have him around children she already has, at the time, let's see, that would have been a 5 and a 7-year-old, 7 and a 5-year-old, right? No, 8, excuse me, an 8 and a 5-year-old. She has this man around, and then she turns around and has a baby with him, and all these children under the age of 16 having their lives tragically cut short by a guy she knew was not supposed to be around her children. But you know what? I'm gonna hold it right there. Y'all leave y'all comments as to what y'all think about the situation, and what I'm gonna do is we're gonna jump into this TDTV music video of the week, Element Blue by Meg. We had Meg's video on here a couple of months ago, maybe 3 months ago, called Why'd You Do That? And this one is called Element Blue. So without further ado, we're going to jump into Element Blue by Meg and come back to the hot topic. See y'all in a few.
Hey, this is your favorite niece, Aaliyah. You're watching Think Different TV, hosted by Lashia, and this is the music video of the week.
Where I'm at right now, bitch, better than I've ever been. They ain't figured out how to slow time down, now I'm really in my element. I don't think you understand, no, I don't have wings, but I'm heaven sent. I got power, when they see me, they grimace, the taste of me winning is sour for them. Bitch, fuck your opinion, I put in my hours. Saying you hate me, but sing all my hooks in the shower. Bitch, I'm up next, you know I got talent. No time to text, you fuck up my balance. Same old story, no receipts, shit's invalid, shit's a duck, get out my palace. Bitch, I'm done, you thought you won, but I played long, so have your fun. I swear you won't like what's to come, keep your dumb ass on the run. I sent out karma on a hunt, she'll be there soon, for her it's fun. I said too much, like I was coming in my purse, I came in clutch. Bitch, you switched, what the fuck, bitch, what the fuck, like, you switched again, bitch, what the fuck, what the fuck, bitch, what the fuck. So high, I've been feeling like a dipshit, trying to keep my mind in check with a checklist. My thoughts get rotten infested, can't just anybody pop up texting, no notification. You just know about Meg, you don't know about Megan. You can read my tattoos, bitch, I don't waste my breath on first impression. I see them switch like ambidextrous, made me sick with indigestion. I feel like Kesha made my head spin, right round, right through. I want a vintage Impala 1962, Benjamin Hugh. Wherever I go, know I carry the truth. What you hate about me, what you missing in you.
GoFundMe is not life insurance. The time for life insurance is now.
Go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business.
The following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. And that was our TDTV's music video of the week, Element Blue by Meg. Make sure y'all go and follow her on Instagram at Meg is a person. And also subscribe to her YouTube channel, which is also Meg is a person at Meg is a person. Man, that girl was driving by, man. she is not playing. She is here, man. Listen, if I could get her, Trevo, and I'm Young P on the track, it'll be freaking over. It'll be over. It'll be over. Craziness. So anyway, y'all, that was our TDTV music video of the week. I saw the fire emojis in the comments because y'all know that she go crazy. Yeah, like she was just saying she be going crazy, man. She's amazing. She's amazing. She's amazing. So glad that she was brought to my attention by Tribula Fire. I'm Young P said the vid is nice. And you know what else? It was simple. You know, she didn't do too much. She didn't do too much. She did just enough to give y'all a taste of what she working with. And also go and check out her other video, Why'd You Do That, as well. Because that joint was nice too. So yeah, y'all, we're gonna get back into this hot topic. Let me switch it over. The hot topic of the week, TDTV exclusive Father Fable series. My son was unalived by his stepdad. Very unfortunate tragedy that befell. And this woman had three kids by three different fathers. The guy in the video, I'm Cooley, on TikTok, he is the father of the 11-year-old that sadly succumbed to his injuries. And you know, and then she had a child with the 14-year-old with someone else, and she had a 6-year-old with the guy who actually unalived everyone. And he a coward, because after he did all that, he said, I'm gonna unalive myself too. So, no justice for the families. I mean, it's justice as far as like he's not walking around breathing, you know. But I honestly, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Let me go to the comments real quick. Let me go to the comments, starting at we got Chivala Fahar in the building as always. He said, "Welcome to another episode of Think Different TV. I appreciate you, bro." He also hashtag TDTV. And he just made me remember, listen, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, all those great things. Make sure you hit that notification bell on my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any new episodes, exclusive interviews, or replays of Think Different TV or from Think Different TV, the game show, Think Different TV's Player Pass, in my opinion. Just remember, if you want to see Kink Different TV, that is on Patreon, all right? But all the other things, make sure y'all subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Also, if y'all like the live today, share the love by sharing the live with someone. Make it 3 people. Share the live with 3 people, all right? You ain't got to make them watch it. Just simply share it, all right? That's all I ask. That's all I ask, all right? It's free to do. Free to do. FTD. Free to do. All right. Now, also, He said he put up the brain, the TV and the exclamation points, which is our logo, Think Different TV. He also put the line up in the comments just in case y'all missed my little rundown earlier. All right. He also hashtag our sponsor, Euphoria Water, cleanest, healthiest water in Philly. Shout out to him. Also, he shouted out my business, Wise Choice Massage Therapy. Got a special all June. You live in the Philadelphia area. All June, an hour session is only $75. Okay, let's say that again. An hour session is only $75, but you must come to the location. I'm not traveling for the special. All right. So you gotta come to the location to get your massage in order to get the break in price. It's usually $130. Taking off, what is that? $55. So if you gotta, and then there's also Father's Day this month. Get something. But let me just say this: do not book a massage for somebody that's not something that they are usually into. You know, if they mention that they might do it, okay. But if they're like somebody that don't like to be touched, or last thing they want to do is get a massage. And some people just don't be paying attention to that. They be like, well, I like massages, so my man must like massages too. No, absolutely not. I work some couples, the guy comes in, his wife goes and gets her massage. He sits in the lobby, he don't even want a massage. You feel me? So just be mindful of that. Know your partner's love language, all right? He also clapping it up. Clap, 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 clap. All right. I'm Young P is in the building. Last month he had his he had a TDTV music video of the week, No Hard Feelings. It was on the, I want to say the 19th. No. Yes, it was on the 19th of May. The 19th of May, he was the TDTV music video of the week. Make sure y'all go and check out his videos, his musics, his projects. He got like 1,000 projects right now. He be working, all right? So do Triva La Fire. They be working hard, all right? Now, as far as the topic is concerned, Triva La Fire, he put up a surprise face. And IMP said, because those folks in the justice system do the same thing, so they love their activity. I'm Young Peace says, saw this lady earlier, said she met a guy and invited her to her crib. She fell asleep after whatever, then dude stole her rent money. Now she's trying to find, oh my gosh. That's just stupidity. Stupidity. And she had kids. Oh wow. Wow, 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 wow. But yeah, he said we need that soundbite posted to encourage the collab. I got you, bro. I got you. I definitely got you. So yeah, guys. Here's my take. Here's my take on it. All right. Now, let's back up, because there was a lot that was going on with the story. Like I said, she met him when her oldest children were 8, maybe even when the 7 and 4. Let's just say 7 and 4, right? If I got a 7 and 4-year-old or 8 and 5-year-old, it doesn't even matter. If I have kids already by 2 different fathers, all right, I'm already like, I need to slow my ass down. That's how I would be if that was my situation. I'd be like, you know what? I gotta slow my ass down. But you know what's crazy? I never wanted to be in that type of situation. So I have my one child, and I didn't have him until I was 28 years old. And no, it wasn't permission for the floodgates to open and I start having baby after baby after baby, because I'm a logical thinking person. I'm like, logically, realistically, can I afford to have many children? And realistically, no, I can't even afford the one that I have. I can't even afford sometimes to take care of myself. So, for the simple fact that this woman already had a child, then she went and had another one, all right, and that didn't sit her ass down, that, you know, and people like, oh, don't speak ill of the dead, whatever, like that. And I get that to a certain extent. You know, I'm not saying Bull should have unalived her. I'm not saying, she deserved what was coming to her. I'm just saying that there's certain pieces of the puzzle that, had those pieces not been inserted, then the puzzle would not be this complete tragedy that we're looking at today. Mind you, this happened 2 years ago. And but that don't mean it's the only, situations happen last year, this year, same type of situation. Some women are so desperate to just have a man around their kids that they disregard any type of safety. They don't background check them. They just be like, I need a warm body next to me at night. And and then it ends up, now this, like I said, this is an extreme case, but sometimes it just be like, dang, like you can tell by how somebody acts when you're dating with them that they not going to be kosher. But some of these women, they just blind. They just blind. And no, it's not just women. I don't want people to hit me up like, oh, you coming down on women, like we the only ones that be accepting men into our home and this, that, and the third. Because it's men out there that also have children and just be inviting any old person into their lives. Like recently we had a situation, and I should have actually did a double whammy today. It was a situation where a man had a girlfriend that his child's mother knew nothing about, didn't know this lady was even around her daughter. Her daughter was special needs. Well, their daughter was special needs. And this woman, she already was 302 and all this different stuff, all this crazy stuff. And the guy thought it would be an excellent idea that while he went to work, she watched his daughter. And this woman ended up unaliving his daughter. So it's situations where men do that too. But I'm speaking to women. I'm speaking to women because I'm a woman. You know, me trying to tell a man what to do, sometimes it go one ear out the other. I feel like sometimes we listen to each other, women. And I just want to say that that type of behavior can end just as tragically as this situation was. If you're not more mindful about who you have around your kids, if you have kids, just so busy trying to be in, have your legs locked with somebody, rubbing feet up against somebody's hairy legs, you're not realizing that you have to take care of your children first. She should have made sure her kids was straight. I guess she figured, oh, well, they school age, they going to school, and that's fine. If you want to rendezvous with somebody while your kids in school and stuff like that, hey, be my guest. It's fine. Some people, they be having someone they just dating around their kids super fast. Like, you start dating on 1 week and then the next week he's up here at your house with you and your kids. Like, you don't know nothing about this person. That's just weird behavior to me. It's weird behavior to me, but it happens so often and it's so frightening because a lot of kids are being unalived at alarming rates by people who are not related to them, that know one of their parents that is sexually involved with one of their parents, and they end up unaliving because it's bad enough we got parents that's unaliving their own children, and that's blood. Okay, now you creating a situation where somebody that's not even blood related to your children having authority over them, watching them while you go to work. Ain't that much work in the world. Ain't that much work in the world. Ain't no, I'm busy, I gotta go get this check. Why isn't this man working? Well, how does he have time to babysit your children while you're at work? And some people might say, well, if you love somebody, you should be able to trust them enough with you. No, your children, my son came from this gift, my joy, my happiness. I am not about to turn my child over. It was years before I even let one of my boyfriend watch him for an hour. Okay. And that was even like, okay, is he gonna be good? You know? But I don't do that often. I didn't say, oh, can you just watch him, watch him, watch him? No. It it is so weird to me. Like, I was legit with my boyfriend for like almost 3 years when I asked him, could he please just watch my son for an hour? But other than that, he didn't watch him. He didn't have him by himself often, because that was crazy to me. So I say all that to say it's very unfortunate that this happened. And then on top of that, this person, you turn around and have a child with them. And I don't know if she knew of this stuff in his past before she got with him or whatever. It doesn't even matter. Once he had stuff like that in his past where he's touching children, when he's a pedophile, that dude gotta go. And here's the kicker, y'all. They mentioned it in the video, but here's the kicker, right? So he was in jail for something else, right? No, he was in jail for this offense or whatever. He was in jail for something. And he had $100,000 bond. $100,000 bond. So 10% of that is what? $10,000, right? And it was one judge that imposed that fine. And then a month or so later, a whole nother judge decides, you know what? Let's lower his bond to $10,000. So 10% of that is what, 1,000? He was able to post it and get out of jail. But here's the thing that they also said, they said you have to not be around children. They gave explicit things that he could not do while he was out on bond. He couldn't be around any children under 18. He couldn't be around any minors. And yet she has him at her home with her 14-year-old, her 11-year-old, and the 6-year-old they share together. I mean, ain't no ding-a-ling good enough for me that I would be like, oh, he not supposed to be around kids. Well, come on in with my kids. Like, and was she someone who wasn't wrapped too tight. Because I looked at the picture, she's a very pretty girl. I mean, she's a very pretty girl, the kind you don't take home the mother. But I'm trying to figure out why this young lady felt she needed to have this man in her home. Did he threaten her? Did he sweet talk her? Did he, like, what was his play? And then the 11-year-old's birthday, like his father said in the video, was 5 days prior to them being unalived. And then the mother's birthday was on the day they were all unalived. And do you know how much malice this man has to have in his heart to unalive children as they sleep? To unalive them as they sleep. To know that these children went to sleep, closed their eyes, to never open them up again. Because this deviant decided he wanted to take people's lives like he's God. Like I got the power to take away people's lives, so I'm just gonna do it. And while I'm at it, after I take their lives, I'm gonna take mine too. So I don't have to face any type of worldly consequences for my actions. Ain't that something? So let me go to these comments real quick. Tribula Fire said, respect Miss Star. You damn right she needed to shelf that box for a sec till she figured things out. I agree with you. Also, he said, you right, us guys be adopting stray cats too. Soon as they get some paper, they start feeding the strays and trying to house them. Mm-hmm. See, I'm not unreasonable. We got Brother Alexander in the building. Brother E. Alexander in the building. Welcome to Think Different TV. I'm glad that you're tuning in. You put up the 100 emojis. You know, you gotta keep it 100. And he's saying teach. And yes, definitely. Yes, definitely. They are devil spirits. Absolutely. Tribula Fire said he wasn't registered. You know, them people gotta check in or pay fines plus jail time. Yeah, he was registered. He had explicit instructions. Let me get my words together. He had explicit instructions to not be around any minors once he was released. But no sooner than when he was released, he was in the home with his girl and 3 kids. One of them being his own and 2 of them not being his. Craziness. Let me see. I am Young P said, take them out back. Exactly. And he said, y'all know the rest. Alexander said, Lord, angry emojis. People I heard say, yep, the court system members are usually kid touchers too. I had to PG-13 my lingo so you don't catch any flags while reading it. I appreciate you because I just kind of like read it through without proofreading it first. And then Chiva said pretty but dumb. And I mean, P, you got a good point. He said she needed closure. That's why she invited him in. But if anybody has watched Sinners, you know what happens when you invite them spirits in. They do a lot of damage, but they have to first be invited in. And, I get exactly what you mean by that. She probably was like, either she wanted to know if the allegations were true. Maybe she was like, it's my birthday and I want to spend it with my man. And she was so clouded with her judgment. I don't know. Maybe she was in good feelings because it was her birthday. I don't know what, but to lose your life on your birthday, that's crazy. That is crazy. Born December 11th. Died December 11th. By the hands of someone who just didn't care. And I'm like, dude, if you feel some type of way and you don't want to face your charges, if you got pending charges and it's for being a pedophile and you're like, I don't want to face these charges, unalive yourself only. Okay. I hate that I have to say it like that. I don't want anybody to harm themselves, but if you feel deep in your soul you do not want to face some charges, just cut the cord yourself, for yourself, not for anybody else. I don't know what argument they got into. I don't know what was said. I don't know how that whole scene played out. But yeah, craziness. A lot of craziness. Uh Leon, what's up? What's up? What's up? Leon in the building. Welcome to Think Different TV. He said, I wonder if her mother allowed her boyfriend or partner to be around her when she was a kid, allowing her to assume that it was okay for her to let another man around her son without doing the research. That's a good point, because sometimes you learn from what happens around you. If you're in that type of environment, you carry that into your adulthood. If it happens in your childhood, you carry it into your adulthood. So we may never know. We may never know if that was the case. We may never know if that was the case, guys. And she will say, right. He said, right. And yes, he wasn't even supposed to be around his own child. Nope, not at all. Not at all. And she would say he knew he was gonna they was gonna off him in prison, so he took the easy way out. Yeah, exactly. Because a lot of these prisons, for the most part, like they be like, I, I may be an unaliver, I may be someone who is a thief, okay, I may even be an abuser of women, but I leave the kids alone. And then they, when them people come in and they touch kids and they do stuff they're not supposed to do with kids, they be burning them dudes up. And when as soon as they come in and they find out what's on their jacket, they be like, yo, it's feasting time, like, they go right for the jugular. So yeah, y'all, I mean, I I really don't know. Our conversation today won't bring these kids back, won't bring the mom back. But it is a cautionary tale, and that's why I call it Father Fables, because fables are stories told, short stories that are told with a cautionary tale or a moral at the end of it. And I just feel like this should teach people who have children to not just accept anyone into their life because they want to have a warm body next to them. Because remember, like, just like these women be shouting, oh, if you take me, you gotta accept my kids because we a package deal. Well, you gotta remember that too when you're looking for a mate, because you gotta realize when you bring this person into your life, they're not just coming into your life, they're coming into your kids' lives too. And you have to first be the protector of your children. If you took the time to bring them into this world and clothe them and shelter them and do all these things for your children, why would you just say, you know what, let me let all that go out the window because I want to have somebody's ashy knuckles rubbing on my back? I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. All right. I don't get it, guys. I will never understand the inner mechanisms of someone else's mind. I know that in my mind, that is crazy. That is crazy. And I would never put my son in harm's way because of some dingalang. It ain't worth it. But that's and then I mean, P said, "Oh, they still won't listen." You know what? You are something else. Well, anyway, guys, that concludes this hot topic. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go to our TDTV music video of the week. Once again, Element Blue. Oh, hold on now. I messed up now. I messed up. Got to take that comment off of there. All right. TDTV music video of the week, Element Blue. It is the replay. Meg is the artist. And this is the video. She be doing her thing, y'all. And so I'm going to play this video and then we're going to jump into our what the helly. So here we go.
I'm coming in hot.
Hey, this is your favorite niece, Aaliyah. You're watching Think Different TV, hosted by Lashia, and this is the music video of the week.
Where I'm at right now, bitch, better than I've ever been. They ain't figured out how to slow time down, now I'm really in my element. I don't think you understand, no, I don't have wings, but I'm heaven sent. I got power, when they see me, they grimace. The taste of me winning is sour for them. Bitch, fuck your opinion, I put in my hours. Saying you hate me, but sing all my hooks in the shower. Bitch, I'm up next, you know I got talent. No time to text, you fuck up my balance. Same old story, no receipts, shit's invalid, shit's a dub, get out my palace. Bitch, I'm done, you thought you won, but I played long, so have your fun. I swear you won't like what's to come. Keep your dumb ass on the run, I sent out karma on a hunt. She'll be there soon, for her it's fun. I said too much, like I was coming in my purse, I came in clutch. Bitch, you switched, what the fuck, bitch? What the fuck, like you switched again, bitch? What the fuck? What the fuck, bitch? What the fuck? So high, I've been feeling like a dipshit, trying to keep my mind in check with a checklist. My thoughts get rotten infested. Can't just anybody pop up texting, no notification. You just know about Meg, you don't know about Megan. You can read my tattoos, bitch, I don't waste my breath on first impression. I seen them switch like ambidextrous, made me sick with indigestion. I feel like Kesha made my head spin. Right round, right through. I want a vintage Impala 1962. Benjamin Hugh, wherever I go, know I carry the truth. What you hate about me, what you missing in you.
GoFundMe is not life insurance. The time for life insurance is now.
I go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business. I go drink water and mind my business. Drink water and mind my business.
Warning, the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Your discretion is advised. All right, guys. Once again, that was our TDTV music video of the week, Element Blue by Meg. Make sure you check her out on Instagram at Meg is a person, and also on YouTube. Subscribe to her YouTube channel at Meg is a person, man. She laid it down, y'all. She laid it down, y'all. I mean, I'm trying to tell you, this girl ain't playing. She ain't playing. And once again, I gotta say it. Get her on the track. Meg, Triva Lafare, I'm Young P. Make it happen. Y'all know what y'all gotta do. Anyway, moving on, y'all. We're gonna jump into this what the helly for the week. This is a new segment thought up by Triva Lafare. All right. And let me get it set up real quick. All right. So here we go. This is our what the helly of the week. Now, I feel like only millennials would get this, get this concept, get this the comparison, should I say. I think that's the only um so Travis Hunter, Travis Hunter, and his girlfriend, Leanna Hunter, are no longer boyfriend and girlfriend. They are actually husband and wife now. They tied the knot. So congratulations to them. However, before he even tied the knot, it was a lot of people that was kind of like, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that, man. Don't do it. Don't go to the light, Carol. Don't go to the light. Because he pretty much they're trying to say he's a simp. A simp, uh he's a fool for whatever she got between her legs, and a pretty face. Uh we will never know the dynamics between two people. Okay, so back when he got the award, she was in the audience and she didn't immediately stand up, and people was like, see, she's not really supportive of him and this, then the third. And she also got on a live and she was talking about how when she first, you know, um was when he first approached her or whatever, she wasn't really into him like that. But she said it was because of his age, because he's younger than what I would normally date. Blah blah blah. Now Travis he's not somebody. Well, I'm way older, but even if I was like around his age, she's not somebody that I would find attractive. Okay. Um, but he's handsome in his own right. I wouldn't find him attractive myself, but I know a few girls that would, and they would find him even more attractive when they know how much he's making, what his bankroll is, what he's gonna bring to the table. And so money on a man makes them very attractive. Like if they just made a cologne called Money, and a man had that cologne and they just sprayed themselves with it, the 304s will come running. Okay. Um you gotta know who is who, and you gotta know how to weed them out, right? Well, a lot of people feel like Travis Hunter did not weed out Lena. You know, they said she's not. They're not equally yoked. Okay, but my personal thing is, let them kids be kids. Let him learn. If there is a lesson to be learned, let him learn it. And don't try to tell him, oh, because there was a lot of people, even other football stars, saying, Travis, gotta leave old girl alone. She the type of girl that's gonna take you to the cleaners as soon as y'all get divorced. You make sure you sign a prenup. They was saying all these different things. Let him do what he do. Let him find out the hard way if there's anything to find out the hard way. But why is this picture so significant? Well, let's take a page out of the 90s, okay? I believe it was 1994, 95. I think we had Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump, very telling his story, man. He super accomplished, got all these things going for him. Track star, he was, competing in the All American team. He was in, the service. He did a lot of things. All right. And when he's telling the story, it's so fantastical because it's like this dude did all these things, but Forrest Gump has an ability. He's not really he's a sweet guy, but he's not all there mentally. And he wears his heart on his sleeve, especially for this young lady named Jenny. And he would say, Jenny, I love you, Jenny. Why don't you love me? And Jenny was this around the way girl that he knew since they were little. And he just was smitten with her, just smitten with her. Loved this girl. She could not do any wrong in his eyes, man. He was the simp of the century, okay? Now, I guess because that century ended, they're like Travis Hunter is the new simp of the century. Because they feel, but I'm gonna say this is an unfair comparison, okay? Because Jenny was for the streets, okay? And I know y'all might say, oh, Leanne is for the streets, this and that, okay. But I mean, Jenny was for the streets. Like, she was not only like she was caring about two D's in the streets: drugs and dingalang. All right, drugs and dingalang. And she was with she like Forrest would do the most for her, and he wasn't getting any cootie cat. She kind of friend zoned him. Well, not kind of. She friend zoned him for a number of years until she found out she has an incurable disease, and then decides to give him some cootie cat. And Forrest, I guess I'll take what I can get. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know which one you'll get. Um, and they say that's not even what he says. I don't know. But luckily, whatever the incurable disease that she had, he did not get. The child that she had from him also didn't have the incurable disease, and she just kind of like she passed away and left him to raise their child alone. So set it up. Forrest falls in love with Jenny. Jenny kind of sort of likes Forrest, but she really really just likes him as a friend. Let's keep it all the way a buck. She goes through her life, he goes through his life. They always end up meeting back up some type of way. And she's just getting worse and worse as the movie goes along. And he's just so accomplished. And you would think, Forrest, come on now. You got all these things going for you. Find somebody else. But he's stuck on Jenny. He's focused, laser focused on this girl. And she is just a whole mess. And then years go on and he goes to service and he does all these wonderful things. And finally she just shows up at his doorstep and says, I want to be with you now. Like she spun the block on this dude unbeknownst to him. And he was like, sure, Johnny, I will take you back. I never had you, but I'll take you back. And it just was getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. But I will say this. I really think that it's an unfair comparison because I don't think Leanna is that bad compared to Jenny. Jenny is the all-time villain. She's just a terrible person. She's a terrible person, and people, she couldn't find herself. By the time she decided to find herself, she done already did herself a disservice by sleeping with somebody that had an incurable disease, and then she fell off. You feel me? Very young too, because when you think about the age she passed, you be thinking like, dang, like some of us is creeping up on that age right about now. So yeah, let me look at these comments real quick. Tribula Facher said, I love you, Jada. He also put the laughing emojis. Said that's his Johnny, that boy, a few nuggets short of a 10-piece. Now see, and that's what I'm saying. Like I don't think Leanna is his Jenny. I don't think Travis is Forrest Gump. I don't think it's that bad. It's not that bad. Cause she been with him. She been with him. She didn't friend zone him. She was in a whole relationship with him. She's in a relationship with him. They got married. She don't have no kids on them. They don't have. She don't got no kids. She don't got no diseases that I know of. She not bringing the type of energy that Jenny was bringing to Forrest. That's why I say it's kind of an unfair comparison. I remember he said you still talking about that slow boy. Chivo said he used to drop her off to parties, college frat type parties, and wait for her to return. He need BTA. Listen, at the end of the day, he couldn't really control what Jenny was going to. Jenny was going to do what Jenny was going to do. Jenny was going to do what Jenny was going to do, regardless of how, accepting or unaccepting he was. All right. Crazy. Oh my gosh. Y'all is going crazy in these comments. Trevo said P he a dangerous man. Call him Johnny Bravo, aka Forrest Gump, aka the water boy. Don't forget he loved Jenny. He loved Jenny. You on my nerves, Trevo. To the voice again. Oh my gosh. Trevo, she actually did have relations with him. But wait a minute, I'm trying to figure out something. Cause when she said that's your son, it was kind of like he even looked like, are you sure? Are you sure? Cause but then all of a sudden he was just like, is he like me? And she's like, what do you mean? Pretty much like, is he uh mentally did he have a mental block like I do? And she was like, no. And so yeah, crazy story. Yo, y'all going crazy in these comments. And you keep saying I'm not I'm not about to do the voice again. All I'm gonna say is that this is an unfair comparison. If Travis, first of all, they married, that's his wife, regardless of her past and regardless of how she moves, that's his wife. That's his wife. And we gotta respect the fact that that is his wife. If something else come out down the line, then that's what it is. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys. That's for him to figure out on his own. He a grown man. He a grown man. And a lot of people speaking on their union ain't married, ain't never been married. and don't know, it ain't even in a relationship. Like, how could you not get somebody? How could Travis Hunter, like I said, he's handsome in his own way, but how could somebody like Travis Hunter get well, we know that, I don't know, man. Every time I try to like, because he has a lot going for him, so that could be attractive to her. Okay, that he got stuff going for her, but what man or woman don't want to be with somebody that got stuff going for them? Like, let's be real. I don't want to be with a bum. I know some men that don't want to be with bums either. They be like, listen, your cooter cat may be the best thing since sliced bread, but like, are you about that bread? Like, are you about doing something with your life other than just relying on your box to get you everywhere? You get what I'm saying? So, congratulations, Travis Hunter and Leanna Hunter, on your union, on your marriage. And may you be married for years and years to come. Okay. I don't wish bad on nobody's stuff, what they got going on, because at the end of the day, I want blessings to flow to me. And I can't have blessings flow to me if I am just putting bad and negative vibes on someone else's blessings. So, yeah. That's my take on the what the helly for the week. We'll have another one next week. Guys, it's been great. I enjoyed y'all tonight. Y'all kept the energy coming. And I just want to say that I appreciate you guys, because without you guys, Think Different TV would not be made possible, okay? Make sure, if you haven't already done so, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and make sure you turn on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new episodes, replays, or exclusive interviews from Think Different TV, or any episodes from Think Different TV's Player Pass, or, in my opinion, with Think Different TV's Lashia. Remember, Think Different TV is on Patreon only. Patreon only. All right. I'm going to get out of here. I love you guys. I hope you got some value out of what I've shown you tonight. And as always, have a great week. And I'll see y'all all next week. Bye.
But the secret is you got to coordinate. Most people don't coordinate. So you got to coordinate.
Uh-oh, which one of these competitors will be victorious on this episode of Think Different TV's Player Pass? Find out by tuning in Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Think Different TV YouTube channel. Say hello to America's new favorite game show, Think Different TV's Play or Pass. Get ready to experience trivia like never before. It's not just about what you know, it's about how you play the game. Join our charismatic host Bubbles every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the most exhilarating trivia battles on television. As we wrap up our incredible first season, we're gearing up for an even more exciting season 2 in 2025. We're looking for sharp minds and strategic thinkers to join us for one-on-one duels, thrilling team battles, and high-energy tournaments for high school and college students. Think you've got what it takes to outsmart the competition? Prove it! Become a contestant by calling 267-225-1824 or emailing lashiastar2@gmail.com. Think Different TV, live every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hosted by me, your girl Lashia. Join me as I discuss social topics, spotlight independent artists, and share financial tips. Join the conversation. I want to hear what you have to say. Think Different TV, where minds meet.
You're the reason I